Hello everyone, Xile Grayson here. So, I was watching a film last night and it got me thinking of a concept, and I think this is something that we could do with the Xiled Ones, is we come up with concepts for maybe add-ons for games, maybe new installments for games, maybe, mods, or, anything really that could be considered a concept. So, I was watching this film, and when you guess the film, you'll probably able to guess what I'm going to say. But I watched this film and I thought, why haven't we had like a Bad Company style Call of Duty? We could have done it with Vanguard, where you play as a team of just outlandish outlaws who don't follow the rules. They break the rules. Once they've been set on their way, they'll just destroy everything to make sure that target is completely destroyed. And even if they get told no, they'll just do it. They'll have fun with it. They'll enjoy themselves. They'll have a laugh. And I then created this concept, because every time I was watching it, I was thinking, why hasn't Call of Duty done anything like this? Why hasn't there been anything like this? And it gave me like Wolfenstein vibes and different things like that, but Call of Duty was the main one, because I kept thinking of Bad Company, and I kept thinking of Vanguard, how crap Vanguard was. It made me think about the old days of Call of Duty, such as like Black Ops. I'll give you a really good example. When Black Ops 2, you have the bit where Hudson puts his glasses on, and then suddenly you have the Black Ops theme plays, and then he gets shot, and then as he's about to get killed, you see Woods just suddenly take out this other guy. We don't have moments like that anymore, and I thought, that's what we need. We need to go back to that. So, I'm going to call this Call of Duty Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's based on what I saw from the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. The film was brilliant, and I thought, why couldn't we do this? And you could literally have, because it's the early days of Black Ops, because in the film they basically say, if you get caught by the Brits, you will literally be court-martialed. We won't save your ass. If you get caught by the Nazis, you're gonna get either tortured or killed. And they go, and they go ahead and do it. And it's a true story. Well, it's based on a heavily fictionalized version of a true story. And it also inspired things like James Bond. There's a few of them went to join the SAS, so obviously the SAS in Call of Duty leads to Task 141, Price, Soap, Ghost. And I just thought, why couldn't they just do this for Vanguard? Have something where it's like you just get the group of individuals who just go to town on Nazis, wiping them out, having fun with it, taking the piss. And you could even aim at each individual battle pass to a certain organisation, such as you could have the first one as in the SAS or SOE, I think it was called at the time. And then you also have the American version, which could be the second DLC, where you get things like the 1911, you get the Reese gun, the Thompson. You also get a Winchester shotgun, because that gun. The one thing they get wrong in games with that gun is you could literally fire that thing. If you just held the trigger down, if you just kept pumping and held the trigger down, you could just empty that weapon in seconds. It was fast, but they never show that in video games. But you could have things like that. You could even have things where, all the experimentation weapons. That's one thing I loved about Battlefield 1, was the experimentation weapons that they show in that game. Some of those weapons that there was no record of them, or there was little glimpses of them, but we never have the real thing, such as the experimental rifle, which was where you pull the bolt out and put a new bolt in and put a pistol mag into it and turn it into a fast firing rifle. You have the Howl automatic rifle, which is a weapon I always just go mental about, because it's just a pile of junk, but it did a lot of damage because it fired. It basically turned a bolt action Lee Enfield rifle into an automatic rifle, and it had to have guards on it to protect the user because it was that shoddily made. it made it look very steampunk, and that's something I would really love to see, like a proper steampunk, diesel punk Call of Duty, where it's not like them trying to go for like this. They can't decide whether they want to be full-blown serious or full-blown Fortnite. You know, they just need to make a choice, and this would be perfect because you could just go for that outlandish stuff, but you know, keep to what like the original Iron Man was, and when films had balls, you know, we had this like 80s. I mean, that was one of the things I was surprised with Black Ops, was when we was going to get like the action heroes. I thought we was going to get more like Snake Plissken, you know, I don't know name of the Russell characters, but RJ McCready, you know, I'm surprised we didn't get any like RoboCop, or we didn't get Commando. You know, we could have had all these cool action heroes from the 80s and possibly 90s. I mean, it would have been cool to have Riggs and Murtaugh, so that would have been cool. But with this, you know, it's also, the fact that I love about this film is it sort of brings like attention to old iconic heroes from the Second World War, like seeing those individuals, seeing Ian Fleming in there and learning about them, and at the very end they do say these were actual real people that did this. And I think that's what I loved about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake, was because they had like skins that represented real life individuals, such as Obi-Wan Kenobi, who I honestly recommend you do hunt and check him out, because what he did single-handedly was brill. And that's I think at the time he was an SAS on leave. He's an SAS agent on leave, and then he had to take on a group of insurgents and took them out. You know, you could have things like Mac from the Operation Nimrod, which was I think Nimrod. Yeah, Nimrod was the Iranian embassy. That one would have been pretty cool to have him as a character, because he recently passed away. You know, you could have other like Chris Ryan or Andy McNabb. You could have all these different like iconic characters. Even in America, you know, Chris Kyle, you know, he could have been a character for the Americans, because I have read a lot about him, and I've seen a few things about him in a TV show called Sons of Guns, where he was creating something for charity. So, you know, just to remember his legacy. And you know, the thing with this is, like, if you want to go all outlandish, you could do it with this, but add a bit of like add a bit of acknowledgement to those who fought for us. You know, they are the heroes, they are the true heroes, and the ones we should be thanking every day for the fact that we can say what we want to, we can be who we want to be, and not worry about, you know, black bags over our heads. So yeah, I think this would have been cool. A Call of Duty Bad Company style game where you're just going to town on Nazis, and you could go back to zombies and go back to like World War II zombies. I do miss that. I prefer World War II zombies style, because I think the new Call of Duty zombies hasn't been very good. I think after the since the introduction of the Apothicons, that really has... Zombies have took a nosedive, in my opinion, in terms of storyline. I love the whole mystery behind it, the whole thing of like Illuminati, Freemasons, aliens, you know, all these different things. And even seeing characters such as like Sophia and Peter McCain just becoming these like static characters just felt a bit off. It would have been cool to see them in action, like, you know, you're fighting through zombies and you're doing Easter egg and you just see McCain just running across, fighting some zombies in the distance, or Sophia, like you physically see her talking to Maxis, stuff like that. That would have been so cool. But yeah, I think this one would be amazing, because you could just have fun, and it does suddenly go to this whole Fortnite thing, but adds a bit of grit to it. I mean, I know for me, one of the main Call of Duty I do want to see is them to go back to their horror roots with things like World at War, but I don't think they want to go down that route. They want to stick to Fortnite, and Fortnite really is just, I think, harming the video game industry, because that's what everyone's aiming towards. Redfall's a prime example. So yeah, I think this could be a good game, and who knows what could happen. So yeah, just a concept. You know, you can take it if you like it and say, yeah, this is what we would love to see. Cause I would love to know what you think. Please leave them in the comments down below, because I've got so many other concepts that I've been thinking of, and I think it would be cool if we could get the other Xiled Ones. I know Vox is coming back with a script, which I'm really looking forward to reading. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm intrigued. And I think Shadow does have some cool ideas sometimes when we're talking about things, so I think they would have some really good ideas. So I would love to see the other Exiles come up with concepts, maybe concepts for another Call of Duty, maybe concepts for another franchise, maybe seeing like a return of other franchises. I mean, I've got so many ideas for like franchises that could come back. I've got an idea for a video game that could be done for a TV series that was cancelled back in 1996, I think it was. And yeah, if you've been following me on my personal channel, you probably have seen a little hint to that. Because I've been talking to a few individuals and on and off, and there's this one that I've been talking to every now and then, and I just thought it was a cool idea, and I worked on it, and they invited me to the Facebook group of that fandom, and since then I've just been getting all sorts. Like, I've been getting good reception from that, and yeah. So I thought this is just something new for Neo Noir Entertainment, because Neo Noir is finally active, and Xiled Ones is hardly changing, but we're going to add new content, and I do want to add as much content as possible to this channel. But yeah, I do have more plans in the future for the channel. Like, there is still waiting on Fallout London. Once that goes live, we are definitely doing breakdown videos on the whole thing, because it's going to be, I've just got good things about that. I've got good vibes about that game. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2, when that comes out, that's going to be a bit more debatable, but I'm still going to play it. I may just do a live stream playing it, and if I hate it, I hate it. If I like it, then we'll have some breakdown videos of that. And obviously Black Ops 6 is coming out. We've started seeing things which could possibly be Porn Takes Porn version 2, which I'm excited for. So I'm wondering I'm praying this is that. I hope it's not like that stupid, literally they started doing that shit with this like crazy saying, do not open this until this date, and then it was just to reveal that them bringing back the car 9, the car rifle, which was like, yeah, we knew that. Why did you need to tease that? So yeah, that would be cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the description. Like I said, would you love to see this type of thing, or would you like to see Call of Duty, the Continental? Because I know a lot of people want a Keanu John Wick game. So do I. You're not the only one. And yeah, follow the link in the description. It will take you to all our social media platforms, such as Twitter, Discord, and Reddit. And I'm also in the process as well for the Neo Noir Entertainment website. We will be soon having Xiled One articles, which will be like reviews and breakdown articles, and maybe walkthroughs on certain games. So definitely check that out. All the links are in the description. And as always, stay safe, my Xile friends. Laters.